Imagine, you are directing a live esports championship. You've got like 50,000 viewers dialed in, the game is at match point, and
Oh
suddenly,
no!
yeah, your broadcasting laptop decides it is the perfect time for a mandatory Windows update. Total nightmare.
Just the absolute worst.
Right. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a $1,945 piece of hardware designed to ensure that literally never happens to you. It's the AJA HELO Plus. We found this really detailed breakdown on a product page from HDTV Supply.
Yeah, and it's a fascinating little box.
It really is. Whether you're trying to figure out how complex esports broadcasts work seamlessly, or you're just insanely curious about high-end tech, this appliance holds the secrets of modern live production. So, okay, let's unpack this. It's basically a digital air traffic controller, right?
That is a great way to put it. I mean, it takes your standard HDMI video feeds, which we all use,
Yeah.
but also 3G SDI, which are, those rugged locking cables that are standard in professional broadcast environments.
Right, the heavy-duty stuff.
Exactly. And it pushes out crisp 1080p 60 video.
Mm-hmm.
But the core mechanic, the real power here, is how it handles multiple massive tasks natively. It encodes and streams to two separate destinations like YouTube and Twitch simultaneously.
Wow, at the exact same time.
Yep, simultaneously. All while concurrently recording a high-quality master copy to an SD card, a USB drive,
Or your network storage, yeah. See, a laptop is like a Swiss Army knife. It can technically do all of that with the right broadcasting software, but you wouldn't use a Swiss Army knife to perform surgery.
Definitely not.
But I do have to ask, for nearly $2,000, why wouldn't a broadcaster just buy a really high-end laptop instead?
Well, when you rely on a laptop, you are constantly battling CPU threading, thermal throttling during heavy encoding, and just the very real risk of shared hardware buses failing under peak load.
Ah, because an OS is doing like a million background tasks.
Exactly. The HELOPLUS is a scalpel. It is dedicated, purpose-built hardware. By processing the video directly on its own internal chips, rather than funneling it through a generalized operating system, it guarantees ultra-reliable performance. Zero risk of a blue screen mid-broadcast.
And because the hardware handles that heavy lifting flawlessly, it frees up resources for built-in tools, right? Like picture-in-picture.
Right.
The PIP processing happens entirely on the device itself.
Right, which means it frees up your encoder bandwidth and guarantees zero dropped frames. And with the version 2.0 firmware upgrades, they unlock some crazy on-the-fly broadcasting tricks.
Yeah, about that. Thinking about a real broadcast, if I'm live streaming and I suddenly need to cut to, say, a pre-recorded sponsor message, do I need a whole second machine to play that back?
Nope. They added a feature called Play-Doh Stream. This lets you stream a live feed out of one of the internal encoders while you use the second encoder to play back a completely pre-recorded stream straight into the broadcast.
That is wild. But here's where it gets really interesting. I noticed they also added 4-channel audio support in that update.
Oh, yeah. And at first I was confused because nobody listens to a Twitch stream in surround sound. But then it clicked. This isn't for surround sound, is it?
Not at all. What's fascinating here is that 4 channels give you 2 separate stereo pairs, which means this is built for multiple languages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can encode 2 entirely different audio feeds from a single device. So if you are broadcasting an international sporting event or a global corporate meeting, you can route the English feed to one destination and the Spanish feed to another. Simultaneously and without touching a soundboard.
Okay, but managing 2 live streams, a local recording, dual languages, and a sponsor video playback, that sounds intimidating. It sounds like you'd need a full control room and an engineering degree to actually operate it. You really don't, actually. The control interface is just a web-based GUI preview window.
Seriously?
Yeah, you just open a browser on your network, and you can see exactly what your feeds look like and control the layout. But the most powerful management tool is the integrated calendar scheduler.
Which supports remote ICS calendars, right?
Yep, which is just standard calendar data. You can use a simple Google or Outlook calendar invite to trigger the broadcast.
So what does this all mean for you? Think about a local sports league or a church. They could literally just set up recurring calendar invites. The appliance wakes up, starts streaming to multiple platforms, records the event for the archives, and then shuts down.
Entirely on schedule, without needing an IT person on site every single weekend. It shrinks what used to be a massive, room-sized broadcast studio into a completely automated standalone appliance you can hold in your hand.
That is just incredible. So you get dual streaming, diverse local recording, and automated scheduling, all packed into one incredibly robust fail-safe package.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, As standalone hardware gets this sophisticated and autonomous, we have to wonder about the next logical step.
Right.
Will the next generation of these appliances use onboard AI to live edit multi-camera feeds entirely on their own, completely removing the need for a human director altogether?
A completely autonomous, zero-human broadcast studio, all inside a box you could lose in your backpack. Definitely something to ponder the next time you tune into a flawless live stream.